Hello students, welcome to the Career Academy. Now we have to learn the concept of trigonometry. Trigonometry. See, now we have to learn about the concept of trigonometric ratio. Trigonometric ratio. So first of all, we should know what do we mean by ratio. Ratio. Trigonometric ratio. Why it is called the ratio? Ratio means what? Comparing two same type of things. Ratio means comparing two same type of quantity. Same type of quantity means when we are finding the ratio, trigonometric ratio means actually we are comparing the length between two sides. See, now we have the trigonometric triangle. See, you take a right angle triangle. This is triangle A, B, C. Now in this triangle, see, when we are studying about trigonometric ratios of whom means it can be sin theta, it can be cos theta, it can be tan theta, it can be cot theta, it can be sec theta, it can be cosec theta. See, and here angle is what? Theta. Theta means I can take this one is the theta or I can take this one is the theta. When it will be theta, this can be 90 minus theta. If I take A as theta, then this will be 90 minus theta. Means we can take A as theta or we can take C as theta. It depends upon the situation. Clear? See, when we have to take this one, when we are taking the angle sin A, we are taking the angle sin A. Sin A means what? This is my angle A. And when I am taking this is angle A, that means AB can be my base and BC can be my perpendicular. So sin theta is what? We know sin theta is what? It is P upon H. P means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Clear? That means sin A is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. When this is AB is base, BC is perpendicular, AC is my hypotenuse. That means sin A is what? So it can be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That means it can be BC upon AC. If I set cos A, it can be base upon hypotenuse. Cos theta we know B upon H. That means cos A is what? It is base upon hypotenuse. Base means AB upon AC. If I take tan A, it can be P upon B. When you take tan theta, it is P upon B. That means tan A is equal to P means it is BC upon AB. Clear? Whenever we take angle A, that can be AB can be base and BC can be perpendicular and AC can be hypotenuse. Whenever we take angle C, if you take angle C, suppose take this triangle A, B, C. Now I am taking angle C. When I am taking angle C, that means BC can be now base and AB can be my perpendicular and AC can be my hypotenuse. That means when C can be my angle, BC can be base, AB can be perpendicular, AC can be hypotenuse. That means I told you previously, theta can always deal with the base and hypotenuse. Always keep in mind, students, whenever we take theta and theta lies between base and hypotenuse. Clear? So when you take this one, here we can take sin C. We take sin C. So sin C can be what? It is sin C can be what? It is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now which is the perpendicular? It is AB upon hypotenuse AC. If you take cos of C, it is base upon hypotenuse. Which is the base? BC is the base. So BC upon AC. And if you take tan C, it is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular is what? It is AB upon BC. Clear? We understood this concept. So you can take A as angle or you can take C as angle. Whenever A can be angle, AB will be base and BC will be perpendicular and AC can be hypotenuse. Whenever we are taking this angle, C as angle, so BC will be base, AB is perpendicular and AC is hypotenuse. So this is all about trigonometric ratios. Clear, students? Now, see, in the previous class, we studied the change of sign changes. We studied the sign conventions of the trigonometric ratios in a quadrant and how different angle will be converted. This is sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. All 6 trigonometric ratio will be changed into different form based on the pi by 2 form and pi form. Clear? Now, suppose you think we have a big angle. Big angle means how to convert acute angle. How to convert acute angle? Acute angle means what, students? Acute angle means angle lies between 0 degree to 90 degree. Clear? Whenever angle lies or theta lies 0 to 90 degree, that angle is called the acute angle. That means that is theta always is 0 to 90 degree. Clear? Then we call it is acute angle. Suppose we have a big angle. Big angle means suppose you think sine 1230 degree. See, it is a big angle or not? How can I convert sine 1230 degree into acute angle? How can I convert into acute angle? See, whenever you want to convert into acute angle, how you can do? The 1230 degree can be divided into 90. First 90 you just divide. So 90, 12 it cannot be possible. So 90 into 120, it is 9 1 90. 123 minus 90, it can be 33. Now just take the carry 0. 90 into what you have to multiply? It can be 90 into 3 you just multiply. It can be 270. So 330 degree minus 270, it can be 60 degree. Clear? That means we can write it 1230 degree is written as 13 into 90 degree plus 60 degree. Clear? Now we can write this one sin 1230 degree is written as 13 into 90 degree is what? It is pi by 2 plus 60 degree. See, what we studied in the previous class? Previous class I told you, if it is pi by 2 form, if it is pi by 2 form, then sine can be changed into cos 60 degree. Clear? But what happens about the sine? Whether it is plus sign or minus sign. How can I know whether it is plus, whether this is plus sign or it is minus sign? For that reason, I should know this angle belongs to which quadrant. Clear? That means what I have to do? Again, I have to do the rotation. Rotation means I have to make one complete rotation. It is 360 degree. Again do another rotation. It can be again 360 degree. You can do another rotation. It can be again 360 degree. That means it is what? 1080 degree. Plus it is what? 1230. That means what amount of angle I have to do? If I do one again half rotation, it is again 180 angle. 180 means what? It is 6 0 0 plus 0 8 plus 18 16, then 1 plus 2. See students, 1230 degree belongs to which quadrant? It belongs to the second quadrant. So in second quadrant, sine value is what we studied? It is positive. That means if we can write it, this is plus, this is plus 60 degree. Clear student? So what happens? We have to think 1230 degree belongs to which quadrant. So to make it is very simple, we have to learn a skill that is very essential to solve the questions very easily. Now we have to know the rotation technique. For the angles. See, remember this one. This is a this is x o x dash, y o y dash. Now what happens? You just learn. This is my horizontal axis. This is my vertical axis. This one it is called the horizontal axis, and this one is called the vertical axis. See, from origin to this one, this is the positive x axis. This side is called the positive x axis, and from origin to the left side, this is the negative x axis. Clear students? See, when we make one complete rotation, it can complete 2 pi. Again you do another complete rotation. Again it can be again 2 pi. That means positive x-axis behave as what form? It is the even pi form, 2n pi. Clear students? When we have this positive x-axis, it is which form? It is the even pi form. And when I am here, I add some angle to 2 and pi. It can be the first quadrant. That means whenever it is 2 and pi plus theta, it belongs to which quadrant? It belongs to the first quadrant. Clear, students? And when I am here, it is 2 and pi, I am doing some subtraction. Means when it is 2 and pi minus theta, it belongs to which quadrant? It belongs to fourth quadrant. Clear, students? Means whenever you see one calculation 2 n pi plus theta, that means it first quadrant, and when it is 2 n pi minus theta, it belongs to fourth quadrant. Clear? Now come to the negative x-axis form. When you come from this to this portion, it is pi. Again from here to again one complete rotation. Again 2 pi. That is pi plus 2 pi. It is what? 3 pi. Again you do another rotation. It can be 5 pi. Again do another rotation. It can be 7 pi. That is negative x-axis behaves as what? It is the odd pi form. 2n plus 1 pi. Clear? It is two n pi. Sorry, students. It is 2n plus 1 pi. Means negative x-axis behaves as odd pi form. Clear? Now I am here. If I subtract something from to this line, it can belong to which quadrant? It can belong to the second one. Means 2 n pi, odd pi. This is odd pi minus theta belongs to which quadrant? Belongs to the second quadrant. Clear, students? If it is odd pi plus theta, it can be third quadrant. Clear, students? That is what you have to remember. Even pi plus theta, first quadrant. Even pi minus theta, fourth quadrant. Odd pi plus theta, third quadrant. Odd pi minus theta, second quadrant. Now we have to learn again. We studied about the horizontal axis. Now we should learn about the vertical axis. See, when I make one complete rotation, when we go from here to this one, it is pi by 2. Again from here to make one complete rotation, pi by 2 plus 2 pi, it is what? 5 pi by 2. Again do another rotation, again add 2 pi, it can be 9 pi by 2. That means vertical y-axis is divided into two parts. This is the positive y-axis. This one is the negative y-axis. In positive y-axis, it behaves as what type of form? 4n plus 1 pi by 2 form. This is positive y-axis. Behave as what angle? 4n plus 1 pi by 2. Clear? Now when you are here means you have the angle 4n plus 1 pi by 2. If I am here, if I add something, it goes to second quadrant. If I do subtraction something, it goes to first quadrant. That means what you have to remember? If it is 4n plus 1 pi by 2 plus theta, it goes to the second quadrant. If it is 4n plus 1 pi by 2 minus theta, it goes to the first quadrant. Clear, students? Now see about the negative y-axis. See, when I make from here to this one, it can be 3 pi by 2. From here to make another complete rotation, so r plus 2 pi, it can be 7 pi by 2 form. Then again r2 pi, it can be 11 pi by 2 form. That means see, negative y-axis behave as angle what? It is 4n plus 3 pi by 2 form. That is when you are here. See students, negative y-axis behave as angle 4n plus 3 pi by 2 form. Clear? That means when we have 4n plus 3 pi by 2, now when we add something, it goes to the plus theta you add, it goes to fourth quadrant. When it is 4n plus 3 pi by 2 plus students, minus theta, it can be third quadrant. Clear? We learn. See, positive y-axis behave as angle 4n plus 1 pi by 2. Negative y-axis behave as angle 4n plus 3 pi by 2. And when it is 4n plus 1 pi by 2 plus theta, it behaves as second quadrant. 4n plus 1 pi by 2 minus theta, it behaves first quadrant. If 4n plus 3 pi by 2 plus theta, fourth quadrant. 4n plus 3 pi by 2 minus theta, it behaves third quadrant. Clear? Now see what we learn about the quadrant, what you have to remember. See, if you see 2n pi plus theta, it is what? It is first quadrant. If it is 2n pi minus theta, it is, sorry students, it is fourth quadrant. So this one is the first quadrant, this one is the fourth quadrant. Clear? If it is odd pi, 2n plus 1 pi plus theta, 2n plus 1 pi minus theta, then this can be 2n plus 1 pi theta, it can be third quadrant, and this one is in second quadrant. Clear, students? Now if it is 4n plus 1 pi by 2 plus theta, or 4n plus 1 pi by 2 minus theta, it is what? 4n plus 1 pi by 2 plus theta, it behaves as second quadrant. 4n plus 1 pi by 2 minus theta, it behaves as first quadrant. Clear? If it is 4n plus 4n plus 3 plus pi by 2 plus theta, 4n plus 3 pi by 2 minus theta, it is plus theta, means what? It can be fourth quadrant, it can be third quadrant. Just remember these skills. This is the x-axis, this is x-axis, angle in x-axis, and this is angle in y-axis. Learn these skills. Understand x-axis behave as pi form, y-axis behave as pi by 2 form. In x-axis it is positive x-axis even pi, negative x-axis odd pi. Positive x-axis even pi, negative x-axis behave as odd pi. Clear? This is y-axis behave as pi by 2 form. Clear? So based on these skills, we can easily convert to the acute angle. Clear? Now see how we can solve the problems. Just think whatever big angle you can take. Now suppose I am writing sin 3333 degree. So convert this angle into acute angle. How can I convert this angle into acute angle? Clear? So it is given as what? 3333 degree. Now you take a 3333 degree, divide into 90. Now you take 333 degree first. So 90 to what? 9 3 is 270 degree. So 3 minus 0, this is 3. Take carry here, 13 minus 7, it is 6. So now you just carry 3. So 9, it is a 90 to something multiply, it will be 630 degree, nearest to 330 degree. It is 937. It is 630 degree. So you just do the minus, it is 3 degree. Clear, students? So we are getting what? 37. That means 33 degree is written as 37 into 90 degree plus 3 degree. Clear, students? Now it is 37 pi by 2, and 37 pi by 2 behave as what? 4. You just break it what? 4 in form. 4 into 90. 4 into 9, 36 money. That means we can write it. 37 is written as 4 into 9 plus 1. Understood now? 4 in form. So 4 in form you understood? 4 n plus 1. That means we can write a sin 3333 degree is written as sin 37 degree, 37 pi by 2 plus 3 degree. Here now what I told you, if it is pi by 2 form, it can be changed. Sin change into cos, so it can be cos 3 degree. Clear, students? Now whether it is plus or minus, how can I know? It is which form? It is 4n plus 1 pi by 2 form, and 4n plus 1 pi by 2 form plus theta means it belongs to which quadrant? It belongs to the second quadrant. And in second quadrant, sin value is what? It is positive. Clear, students? How can you make into a big angle into an acute angle? Clear? Now you study second example. Another example you just take. Suppose it is cos 2175 degree and make into acute angle. What you have to do first? See, 2175 degree divided into 90. 92 is what? 180 degree. 270 minus 180, it is 7. 11 minus 80, it is 3. Now take carry 5. 9 5 9 4 36 means 370. It is what? 375 minus 360. It is 15 degree. That means what? We can write it 2175 degree is written as 24 into 90 plus 15. That means it 24 into pi by 2 plus 15 degree. And 24 plus pi by 2 means what? It is 12 pi plus 15 degree or not. Understand? That means what I can write it? 2175 degree is written as 12 pi plus 15 degree. That means we can write it cos 12 pi plus 15 degree. Here it is which form, students? It is pi form. Pi form means what I told you? It is no change. Pi form means no change. Always remember, pi by 2 will be changed. Pi means no change. No change means cos 12 pi plus 15. It can be cos 15 degree. Understood? Now see, 12 pi plus 15 gives which quadrant? It is even pi. Even pi cos theta, what is studied? It is first quadrant. And in first quadrant cos value becomes what? It is positive. Clear, students? Now take another example. Tan 1371 degree. Convert into acute angle. So what you have to do again? 1371 degree is divided by 90. 91 90. So 137 minus 90. It will be 47. Then take carry 1. 90 to what? 95 is 450. So 471 minus 450. It is 21 degree. That means 1371 degree is written as 15 into 90 plus 21. See, 15 into 90 is what? Pi by 2 plus 21. It is 15 pi by 2 plus 21. That means we can write here tan 1371 degree is written as 15 pi by 2 plus 21 degree. Now it can be what? Tan 90 minus 90 plus theta pi by 2 form. Pi by 2 form it can be changed. So tan can be changed into cot 21 degree. Now its sign can be what? Whether it is positive or negative, how can you know? It is 15 pi by 2. It is which form? 4n plus 3 pi by 2 form. Just observe. 4 into 3, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 observe. 4 into 3 plus 3. It can be 15. So 4n plus 3 pi by 2 plus theta. Plus theta. Yes, which quadrant I told you? It belongs to the fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant, tan value is what? It is negative sign. Understood, students? Now what we have learned, whenever a big, very big angle is given, how we can convert into acute angle. So the concept is a pi form. What we learn? It is the rotation. We should know what we learn. Basically, it is 2n pi plus theta, 2n pi minus theta, 2n plus 1 pi plus theta, 2n plus 1 pi minus theta. This 4 again 4n plus 1 pi by 2 plus theta, 4n plus 1 pi by 2 minus theta, 4n plus 3 pi by 2 plus theta, 4n plus 3 pi by 2 minus theta. Clear? Based on these skills, we can solve this problem. Clear? Now you have cleared all these concepts. Thank you, students.